After season 4 of 90 Day, The Single Life, What Happened to Josh Weinstein? After meeting Natalie Mordautseva in 90 Day, The Single Life, Josh Weinstein's life has taken a turn for the worst. See what he gets up to in 2024. Viewers of season 4 of 90 Day, The Single Life are more familiar with Josh Weinstein as Natalie Mordauntseva's love interest, but since the show ended, Josh's life has undergone some startling changes. In the second season of the 90 Day Fiancé spin-off, Josh first appeared on screen when he began dating Natalie in Florida. After her breakup with Mike Youngquist, she was single and attempting to establish herself in the acting and modeling worlds in addition to dating. Natalie had hope for a better future in America after meeting Josh, the CEO of Preview Models. At the end of season 4 of 90 Day, The Single Life, Natalie and her mother Nelia packed up and relocated to Los Angeles. The Ukrainian native was able to see all of Josh's warning signs when her mother helped her know he wasn't going to ask her to marry him. Natalie wanted to get back together with her ex Mike, so they could start a family after she and Josh broke up. Natalie was aware that Josh would not consider having children, but Mike turned her down as well. Josh did, however, affirm that he and Natalie were back together at the tell-all. How did 90 Day Fiancé bring Josh and Natalie together? Natalie disclosed in episode 9 of season 2 of 90 Day, The Single Life, that Josh had extended an invitation for her to play golf. After relocating to Florida, Natalie acknowledged that dating wasn't simple. She had to go on more dates and became more approachable. However, Natalie was eager to play golf with Josh and was filled with anticipation. She disclosed that she had met Josh at a modeling event that Josh was arranging and that her former boyfriend Johnny had invited her to. Remarkably, Josh said, "See you in Hollywood," to Natalie as soon as they met at the modeling event. Natalie acknowledged that she was crushing on Josh. He was back in Tampa for work when he got in touch with Natalie. When Josh questioned Natalie about her golfing history, Natalie consistently said no. Natalie had chosen her clothes in anticipation of meeting Josh and was thrilled about it. Before going to see Josh, Natalie wanted to be ready. She wanted Josh to realize how attractive she was and to take notice of her body and legs. Natalie had on a pink top and a short white skirt. Josh, in the meantime, said during an interview that Natalie was intriguing and extremely gorgeous. Josh, meanwhile, definitely sensed a connection with Natalie, and Natalie felt safe and at ease with him. Josh felt a connection with Natalie and was excited to give her a kiss during their first date. But now Natalie was interested in learning more about Josh. She wanted to know about his family and children. Natalie called her date one of the best times she's had since coming to the United States. Natalie's main thinking, even on their first date, was that she would realize Josh wasn't her future partner if he didn't want children, because Natalie said, "I want a child." Josh referred to Natalie as a jigsaw puzzle he was attempting to solve. Josh revealed to Natalie that he is the father of 2 children by 2 different women. It had raised a red flag for Natalie. Why did Natalie and Josh break up? Natalie had questioned whether Josh was incapable of forming meaningful relationships with the women who bear his children. Natalie felt she would have to compete with Josh despite her attraction to him. Natalie was afraid Josh would break her heart when, 3 seasons later on 90 Day, The Single Life, it was Natalie who rejected Josh, but her instincts were correct. After 2 years of dating Josh, Natalie came to the realization that he had never even taken her home. Josh was dubbed a weak man by her. Josh already has his own family and children to take care of. Natalie remarked that Josh didn't appear to care about her, and she was 1 in a million, so she didn't want to spend her body, mind, or emotions on him. Josh had casually informed the cameras that he recognized Natalie's perspective. He acknowledged that his life was complicated and that Natalie needed to be with someone without children and with whom she could have a family of her own. Yet, Josh's son, was involved in a fatal mishap. Josh shared a heartbreaking update about his son on Instagram in February 2023. Josh disclosed that his son needed to be evacuated to a hospital following an automobile accident. Josh said that Jet was struggling for his life and had already lost his right leg. The incident completely shattered Josh. Jet and his companion were returning home from snowboarding when their automobile struck a guardrail, causing the guardrail to spear into the car, as was later confirmed. Jet survived, but his companion was tragically killed. Jet is doing better these days, and he recently started school. Josh isn't discussing Natalie on Facebook. Josh uses social media, but he solely uses it to share updates about his son's recuperation and his employment. Natalie is never mentioned in any of his posts. Neither of his most recent posts has received her approval. It's interesting to note that Natalie follows Josh on Instagram, but he doesn't do the same. The last time Natalie shared anything on her Instagram page about Josh was in March 2023, when she wished him a happy birthday and announced that they will be back for season 4 of 90 Day, The Single Life. In 2024, Josh and Natalie reunite. Josh said he was still very close to Natalie to host Sean Robinson on the tell-all. He further disclosed that Natalie had spent the night before the tell-all with Josh. They both thought of themselves as friends who occasionally shared a kiss. Josh was still unwilling to refer to Natalie as his girlfriend, even though they were having sexual relationships, and he was providing her money whenever she needed it. Viewers were taken aback when Reddit user SaltConcentrate753 shared a requested cameo by Natalie in March. Natalie recorded Josh saying hello in the video to prove she was back with him. All rights reserved. Is Josh going to join the 90 Day Fiancé franchise again? Josh and Natalie are unwilling to commit to one another and are caught in a never-ending cycle of reconciliation and breakups. Natalie is liked by Josh, but not to the point where he would marry her or bring her into the family. Although Josh has refuted the claims that he is a sugar daddy, his friends and co-workers are aware that Natalie serves as a distraction for him. The storyline of Josh and Natalie's relationship may continue in the upcoming season of 90 Day, The Single Life, as it delves into Natalie's desire for a child despite her attachment problems, and Josh's attempts to manipulate her.